You didn't stay with her because you are weak. You stayed because she lied to you. She lied and said she needed help. She lied and said she loved you. She lied and said she'd change. She lied and said you were the problem. Welcome to the Narc Free Man Podcast. Welcome back to the Narc Free Man Podcast, the place where men come to break free from toxic, narcissistic women, reclaim their identity, and rebuild their lives to become the 2.0 version of themselves. I'm your host, Phillip Dugas, and today we are talking about something most people are too afraid to say out loud. Female narcissists are wired for cruelty. Let that sink in. I'm not talking about occasional mood swings, not just emotional immaturity. I'm talking about a cold, calculated, and repeatable pattern of behavior. Cruelty that is intentional, precise, and unrelenting. If you have lived it, you know exactly what I mean. So let's break it down. Here's the first lie society feeds us. Women aren't capable of the same cruelty as men. But what they don't tell you is this. The female narcissist wears a different mask. She doesn't punch you in the face. She poisons you with her words. She smiles in public and destroys you behind closed doors. Her weapon is psychological warfare. She'll praise you in front of others and then gut you emotionally behind closed doors. She's sweet to your friends, she's charming to your family, and she's a nightmare to you. Her cruelty is subtle, so subtle that even you start questioning whether it's real. And that's by design. Let's talk about how it manifests. Cruelty for a female narcissist isn't always loud. It's often quiet, strategic, surgical. She'll belittle your masculinity in public with a smile. She'll withdraw affection until you earn it, then punish you for not being emotionally available. She'll bring up your deepest insecurities in a fight, the ones you told her in confidence. She'll flirt with other men in front of you and call you insecure when you react. This isn't accidental. It's engineered to break you down, to strip you of your confidence, to make you doubt yourself, trap you in a loop of guilt, shame, and confusion. That's not love, that's cruelty. Now let's talk about reactive abuse. This is one of her favorite tactics. She'll push you and push you and push you until you snap. Then suddenly you are the abuser. You are the narcissist. You are the monster. You raised your voice. You cursed. You said something out of character. Now she's crying, playing the victim, and telling everyone that you are the unstable one. But what they don't see is the months of silent treatment, the gaslighting, the betrayal, the emotional torture. She poked the bear until the bear roared, then filmed the roar. Reactive abuse isn't just manipulation, it's a setup, and it works because no one ever believes the man. So here's the big question. Why is she like this? Why is she so cruel? What happened to her? Look, I'm not here to diagnose her childhood trauma. That's not your job either. But I will tell you this. The female narcissist is wired for self-protection at all costs. And that wiring requires a weapon, cruelty, because cruelty gives her control. Cruelty makes her powerful. Cruelty is how she keeps you small, so she doesn't have to face her own emptiness. That cruelty is not random. It's systematic. And if you keep hoping and praying she'll change, you'll keep getting crushed. Now let's talk about why you stayed. Because here's the truth, brother. You didn't stay with her because you are weak. You stayed because she lied to you. She lied and said she needed help. She lied and said she loved you. She lied and said she'd change. She lied and said you were the problem. And maybe the cruelest lie of all, you'll never find someone better. But here's what I want to say to that. She's not the best you'll ever have. She's the worst you'll ever tolerate. And the moment you start calling her behavior what it actually is, cruelty, narcissistic abuse, manipulation, you begin to break the spell. Now, I'm not talking about revenge. I'm not talking about matching her energy. I'm talking about reclaiming your peace. Now, here's how you fight back. Hey, brother, real quick. If this episode's hitting home, don't just listen and scroll. Subscribe to the Narc Free Report, my free weekly email made for men just like you. Every Saturday morning, you'll get battle-tested tips on female narcissism and recovery. No fluff, no sugarcoating, just real tools to help you lead your life again. Hit the link in my bio if you're watching on TikTok, or if you are on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, or Spotify, it's linked below in the description. Now back to the show. You get clarity. You name the behavior and stop justifying it. You go no contact or low contact if you can, and document everything, especially if you have kids, and stop explaining yourself. You owe her nothing, and get around real men who challenge you, support you, and won't let you fall. Healing is a battle, but you don't have to fight it alone. So here's the challenge I want to leave you with. Stop making excuses for cruelty. Stop calling it love. Stop waiting for her to wake up and change. She won't. Not for you, not for anyone, but you can change. And when you do change, you'll stop tolerating what you should have never been acceptable in the first place. The Narc Free Brotherhood is here if you are ready for that kind of life. Not one built on survival, but one built on strength, peace, and truth. If this episode hit home for you, share it with another man who needs to hear it. Make sure to rate, review, and subscribe to this podcast. And I'll see you in the next episode.